Freedom 35, 5, 5, 5.
Dude, start the podcast.
Wow.
Welcome, everybody, to Freedom 35ers, Cardano NFT podcast, episode 82. Back in the episode 83 for all the OGs out there. My name is Tommy. I go by TOWMY.
My name is TJ. I go by Lazy T.
And on the other Tom, I go by Lavish Bear.
Tonight,
I'm the cat.
That was way too long of a punchline you had to do over there.
I was setting you up. That was brought it in a little too early. I feel like too. You're gonna
That's
say
because the cat's got my tongue.
all right, that one took me a little while to think of, too. Well, TJ's giving me nothing to work with over here. He's got Dot again. What am I supposed to do with that?
Usual. I feel like
It's material to work with. Be creative.
All right. Period. ... Tommy is blur.
Are
Blur?
you?
How you doing?
You're questioning it.
I'm having trouble
2.0.
reading that. What does it say?
Blur?
It's
It's a little blurry.
It is a little blurry. Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm having trouble reading.
Okay. Focus that a little bit. 2.0 over here. Well, we'll reference that in a little bit over here because we got some JPG 2.0, Blur 2.0. I don't know. People on the timeline not too happy. Some
Are they
DJs like
ever
When
me,
are they? Yeah,
Are
when
they
is anyone
ever
happy?
the
on Twitter?
DJs like me are like, let's go, baby. Another one. Oh,
Another one.
there it is. I'm bad man, the soundboard. All right, get me off this. We need you guys to download that soundboard app.
You just
so
need to
can
put little notes for
participate.
yourself. Rip sticky note up. Put names next to each of them.
Do you not have them marked on your in front of you?
No, it's all memory.
Oh God.
I do them from
Can you
memory.
not do like Stream Deck? Like put set pictures for them?
I don't look at that thing while I'm doing all this, so
Mm.
I'm not a professional, but with just
Was
I try
was
my
this
best.
amateur hour?
It is definitely amateur hour over here.
The
But
FAHA hours.
yeah, that's definitely some Nafafa. All right, well, another week, another episode, boys. We're back.
Another live stream episode too, right?
Ooh.
Hmm?
4th of July episode over there.
Dun,
For anybody?
dun, 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 dun.
Just a little America.
Don't do it.
Okay. Oh, I didn't have it. I don't have it lined up anymore.
Thank God.
Unfortunately.
That was just
But
temporary. That was seasonal.
it definitely was
Yeah,
seasonal.
it expired. Yeah.
You guys will have to go back, although I did timestamp it for everybody. If you guys want to go
I
back to our
saw
live stream.
I actually clicked it because I want to see how loud it was for the viewers. It wasn't that bad actually.
No, it's just our ears that bleed
It's just for
internally.
us, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to know
That's-
at least. At least
that's not too bad,
when
no.
we're deaf and unable to hear each other anymore, they can still hear us.
Yeah. But no, we got a chance to talk on Monday night. It was a fun little stream. And one of the things I remember that stuck out to us over there, what we were talking about, the sellout of this blockchain mages project, where they were right around like that 28 of mint price. And then they jumped up to 158 last night on the 4th of July. And
While I'm
then
sleeping.
Yep, and then they were traced back down, I think, today to like 69, nice, no, 71 over here. So they jumped up quite a bit. And one of the reasons, I don't know if you guys saw this from that live stream or after this, but one of the reasons why they pumped over there, do you know Cardano Whale or Ada Whale, whatever his name is, over on Twitter, huge account, actually quote tweeted them. It was what got people talking. I think that's part of the reason why they pumped as big as they did.
I actually didn't know the reason why. Okay, that's good to know.
That to me is probably why. It's got 35,000 impressions. He goes, disclaimer, I own some, bought some to myself. But so I don't know if he's got any involvement or knows any of the people behind it, but that was part of the reason why that thing jumped up. But it was interesting to see the kind of run on that from talking about it on Monday, because we were totally just like, it's a little DJ play. We'll see what happens.
Well, they didn't pump because of us.
We can't rule that out. I mean, we totally talked about it.
I mean, I think we can almost confirm it, right? I mean, at this point, that's what
it
happened.
is basically.
Yeah. We got the word out there, and then Ada Whale just kind of helped us, a little bit. Maybe he watched our podcast and saw.
That's what it was. I'm sure.
We
Yeah.
made it bases loaded, and he just get a grand slam right there. So,
there it is.
go.
Yeah, it's like when you
base-
almost got the pickle jar off.
Yeah.
I
What?
feel I know what she's talking about. What?
you lose so much you can't get the next person and just pop it off in a second.
That's
I get
because
it.
I
exactly.
loosened it. Yeah,
All right.
100%.
And then they get all the credit too.
That's right.
Yeah. But no, Monday night was a fun stream. It was a good time. And like I said, I always feel like we always run into these streams with like not much to get into. And then that night was just totally a bunch of new projects. The Crypto Dyna was new on there. You got the big season 2. We talked Cornucopias. And then one of the ones that we did a little follow up on was FAHA's time capsule sale. Did you guys participate at all in this?
I did not participate.
I'm still looking.
Yet. I'm kind of waiting
We
on silence a
missed,
little
we missed
bit.
some of the big ones though.
We did miss some of the big ones. The berry is gone. The clay orangutan is gone. Some of the buds are out of there as well. And then a lot of people, it was funny to me, like watching this like happen. Because like FAHA was like retweeting everybody's stuff. I thought it was funny. You basically, the way to do this, they opened it up and it was 180 ADA, and what you had to send it to this address, the time caps vending. And then it would just send you back whatever. So like a script, I guess they had with CNFT.tools. And you also get entered into a raffle. So that's my kind of like saving grace at this point, is you get entered into a raffle for the berry vanilla. So hopefully we'll see what happens with that. But I thought it was funny because FAHA was like just retweeting certain people. Like I think it was like Goose or somebody who was like, "Hey, so glad I minted this over here." Totally, I forget. I have to go back and find the post because it's actually hilarious. It was like mocking it.
It was a funny post.
But I think I got a what do I call it? I got a Beyond Citizen and I got like a Planet Pals, and everything after that was just a bunch of rug.
I didn't realize how many Beyond Citizens were in that thing.
Yeah.
All.
Dude, he has a bunch of these right here. This is the post from Goose. He says, "Wow, what a pull. Thank you, FAHA. Best 188 I ever spent. A female golfing, lightsabering, green-eyed, iced out, orange glove NFT. I've always wanted this."
What even is that?
I don't even know which one this is, to be honest with you. I'm way out of the loop on that. But chasing pars. Actually, I remember that project a long time ago. Totally never did anything with that.
Follow us.
I thought, hey, I honestly, I feel like I remember hearing that from like Bobby over with Cardopoly back in the day. I don't know why I remember hearing about that, but anyway, yeah, it was funny because he was like, some people were like mocking it, and other people were like, "Yo, I got some good stuff." Like, what's his name? Fettuccine got like some Space Bud, the Voxel, Beyond Citizen, and Aeonium Sky Block 2. So he minted 20 of these things. So he spent 3,600 ADA and got all that. He hit the jackpot enough off of his polls to be able to pay for that. So some works out, some it doesn't. But it's interesting because these are only they're only like roughly maybe 20-something% sold out. There's still 7,700 out of the 10,000 left as of this video on the Wednesday the 5th. So interesting, but there's, like I said, the berry's gone. The thing that works against this as far as it being randomized is if the good stuff gets pulled out early, it's going to be less and less incentive for anybody to want to mint this out.
Yeah, it's going to be that much tough.
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, TJ couldn't have been us. If I minted 20 of these, I would have had 20 golfers.
Yeah, nothing. 20 and nothing, pretty much right there. It's totally, it's such a gamble right there. Absolutely. The lottery ticket, most people are going to lose, like I said, but you always still feel like you got a hint of wanting to win something, right?
I still love those We the People. I really like his art style a lot.
Yeah. It's funny because it is like going back through like time, looking at some of these projects. Damn, I forgot about them. What are they doing? Oh, nothing. Okay.
Or just some of these I haven't even heard of, like completely missed. Just like when did this happen? Where was this one at?
Yeah, totally. I got one of those. I have no idea what it was. But it's interesting to see. So we'll see how it does. But right now, he's getting some of his liquidity back. It's an interesting way to do it. And you really, I think the better stuff you have where there's actually a possibility of getting something that's worth it, I think these succeed a lot better. So I'll be interested to see too how like the block season 2 kind of goes, because I feel like that will really test it a little bit more when it comes to like the prize pool, because they've got a little bit better odds, a lot better odds. Honestly, there's only 2,000 of them, and you got shots at like different eight society clay
with blocks. I don't know why I can't wrap my mind around it. Like, when you mint these, is it already allocated in there, the NFT? I've asked this before and I keep forgetting. So when I mint the chest, something's already in there, or is it pulling from a pool like it is with FAHA?
I don't know if it's already pulling from the pool or is just randomized and you get what's available at that time. It probably just pulls a random like pick out of that chest, whatever what's available.
The live stream, they said that it was already in the box.
Maybe, could be.
I don't remember it
when we were doing it. Yeah,
I'll have to go back and look because I just can't remember what specifically he said, because I am curious how that works.
I mean, down myself now too.
Well, if that's the case, then you don't have to worry about minting early because it's already allocated to it, versus where if
that's what I was wondering about. Like, is it better to be fast or first minting this?
Right.
Because you want to get the first pull out of what's in that treasure chest.
We need to confirm that. So Friday, when you're listening to this podcast, this is actually happening. So we'll see how that actually goes. Because if that's the case,
Saturday.
Saturday the 7th.
I thought it was Saturday.
What are you talking about? It's Friday the 7th.
Oh, shit.
Today's
it's
Wednesday.
Friday. Oh my god.
Oh my
Where's
goose.
the cue the Rebecca Black comment?
Oh,
Please,
yeah.
Tom. Don't let him get that. I thought it was Saturday this whole time. Son of a bitch.
Doesn't she say at some point like today is Wednesday or some dumb shit?
Yesterday was Thursday. Today it is.
Why don't we just have that as our intro?
That could be a great. Oh my god.
Oh,
I'll sing it for everybody.
Please, that's solid.
I'll sing it for everybody.
How much does that cost to get the rights of?
Probably $5.
Yesterday was Thursday.
Oh god.
That'd be a fun song.
No.
All right, fair enough. If you guys reminder, I think that probably won't be a good reminder by the time you're listening to this video, but hopefully you guys whitelisted your wallet. Anybody who won over on the show on Monday, I think we posted that on our Discord. So if it's green over there, you're good to go on the dashboard. So just winning a whitelist isn't enough. You have to actually go register the wallet to make sure to claim it. So good luck to everybody on their polls. Hopefully we get something good. We'll see.
Hopefully I get something good. Selfish. I'm selfish.
TJ is selfish on that note. Well, speaking of some updates coming up right now, we've got Raccoon Syndicate over here. Actually, I was going to go right into it because their game number 2 is live.
Battle round 2. Yep. I'm surprised you didn't pull the cat voice right now.
Oh my goodness, TJ, let's rewind the segment here for.
Can I get some meows in the chat? Some meows in the chat. Raccoon Syndicate, guys.
I wonder if Timmy has heard you do that yet.
You could have used that to do the reround sound too. Like, yeah.
I don't know what that sounds like.
You know, like when you used to rewind like a VHS or something?
Yeah.
The raccoons.
A Raccoon Syndicate. Battle round 2, guys. This whole segment, I will be talking like this.
No,
we're gonna cut the mic. Cut his mic.
All right, fine.
Back off. Yeah, no, the battle round 2 is starting or has started back on July 4th over here. So if you guys have a raccoon, make sure to squat up over there as the points are starting to accumulate. And we were just checking in from our last round, TJ, the inventory too of the stuff that you were able to get. And I don't know if I had the canteen last time. I don't know. Honestly, I know I didn't have the milk.
We didn't have milk.
No,
we had
I had 2 milks.
Yeah, we had the other power up.
I had
special one, whatever, RX potion or whatever.
Yeah, I used the potion last time.
I didn't use it yet. I saw mine.
Yeah, so I guess in the last one, you can actually mint these for like 7 ADA into there, which you can sell on like the secondary market. Or
you earn them playing though, right?
Yes, you earn these playing.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and you can resell them. Okay.
Yeah, you can resell. And then on top of that, like there's different, I guess, like it obviously gives you boost to the leaderboards and stuff like that. So one of the interesting things too is the squad, right? You can go squad. Oh damn, I like that. Brick squad. Oh, I can click on my guy. Okay. So yeah, if you have a captain or a general over here, you can set them as like your leader, and then you can set up a squad, and anybody can join the squads over here. It doesn't need to be your own raccoons. So I know it was Granddad Crypto. Shout out to him over there. He's always repping the raccoons. He posted a link over in our chat to join squads. So, or you could go, it's up to 4 people plus your main one. So if anybody's looking for a squad, Granddad Crypto over in our chat is looking for one. Or you could.
Can you see our previous battle round points or no?
I don't know if you can. If you can,
I didn't get a chance to check it.
I haven't got a chance to check that yet either. But you can go check the leaderboard currently right now. Oh, this is battle round 1, the final standings over there.
But for your own individual one, not as a squad.
I don't know. I guess you would have to go back and look.
Yeah, I'll take a peek at that later.
Yeah.
There's a history. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I'm sure they're working on stuff like that. And this is probably just our own non-research on some of this stuff. But if it already exists, don't listen to us. If it doesn't yet, that's some great feedback. One of the two. But yeah, no, I'm interested in this one because they're partnering up. They did announce their partnership with Bank. And they're actually utilizing it this go around too. So they're going to have like this spin the wheel kind of mechanic that's going on where you can send in the 2 million bank token and you can win additional prizes with that. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic as this kind of goes on. I do like
2 million.
2 million bank over there. I don't know what is that even worth these days?
I had bank since the beginning.
How much?
I like your. I really like your
20 million
raccoon there, Tommy.
Oh, the gold one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is one that I minted, I think, way back when. It's my favorite one. Yeah. But yeah, no, the bank. So what is that? I'm curious because you got me thinking about it. What's 2 million of this? That's not even that much. That's only 7 ADA or 8 ADA worth of stuff. So that's not bad.
Okay,
at
that's
all.
not bad at all then. Yeah, no
No.
big deal.
Yeah, so you can go ahead and spin the wheel, win some little prizes and things like that for this next go around. And then there's a bunch of other added features they're working on. You get bonus points for the different tiered raccoons you hold this go around. And they've been partnered up with quite a bit of different projects over here where they're donating NFTs and tokens to this prize pool. And then
real quick though, backtrack a little bit to the squad mechanics. Any member can use the consumable for the entire squad. So those bonuses go for everybody.
There you go. So if you guys are in a squad, or if you know somebody in a squad, join up on them if they got some good stuff. That is a good way to.
That's pretty huge, like, because that gives those a lot more value now, just even on secondary, like beyond just a single raccoon. Obviously, that's huge,
right? Yeah. So you the squad leader can actually remove them too. So that's a cool little feature. So you can't just like find the main guy and then go squad up with him. He's like, no, I don't want you on my squad, dude. Get out of here.
Jump on the first place team right at the end.
Yeah. And they just kick you right off. So I'll be interested to just go around over here because it was cool when you look back at the leaderboards. You can see some of them. Remember they had the wings the last time they were able to be minted. It's like the top guy right now. He minted this, so he's got all kinds of swag over here. He's got the astronauts. I'll be curious to see how like these evolve over time. The people who play this quite a bit, where they have all these like the flex of all the different consumables and stuff, just completely upgraded and like swagged out raccoons that are just dominating the leaderboards.
I really like the Cobalt one a lot.
The Cobalt ones are nice.
Yeah,
that's a clean aesthetic right there too. So yeah,
you can even gold on.
Yeah, gold with the gold coin,
gold coins, gold skin, gold wings.
Oh man, some of this, the Cardano eyes, and this one with the little rainbow wings, it's pretty cool. I like the fact of the upgradable NFT. I think that looks that's an interesting concept.
Those glasses, we talked about the Fossil Man glasses.
Yeah,
we've gotten excited about for a lot of projects that have said it too. So it's cool to see it like fully in action here.
Yeah, and like I said, with Kiyama has always been amazing on it with the artwork, the 3D stuff. So
just the care she took to make sure everything matched up, make sure everything could be held correctly in their hands. It would still show correctly the layers.
Even look at that too, like the magnifying glass still getting the reflection of the wings that they added on there too. Like that's the attention to detail with them never goes unnoticed. That's for sure. But yeah, it's interesting, right? Because this has been out now, and I think they're probably learned a lot since the first season too. And this is like a passive type of deal, but you can be they're finding ways to keep you more active, I think. And that's I think the biggest thing that's going to keep this running and them growing is finding ways for holders to still be able to interact if they want to be able to, increase their chances of being better inside the game, or still sticking to their core principle of wanting you to, hey, you don't really need to do anything other than make sure you're like at a squad or leave your raccoon as is. At the end of the day, you can always play as long as you own a raccoon. And if you want to increase your chances, you get to participate, and finding ways to get you to be active, I think, is the key. Look at this right here. You got a 420
I love
style.
That quite a bit though. They just look so good. Like I want sour gummies right now.
Right.
Sour raccoon gummies.
It's got the 420.
Just Sour Patch Kids sound. Like I can taste those.
And the Forge is coming back out at the end of this battle round. It says.
Yeah, they got a new Forge mechanic as well. Interesting, because they're innovating on this too. So 65% boost for these for 3 epics. I think the other consumables are only for like 1 epic this go around, which is a little different. But it's cool to see them partnering up with different people as well. So you can you get a bigger prize pot. And then you hold like here Goombles, for example. If you hold the Goombles NFT, you get bonus points. So it pays to have other NFTs and other projects here too. So quick little shout out over there to Timmy and Kiyama. Shout out to them. I know it's been a little while since we got a chance to catch up, but Battle Round 2 is out for everybody right now. You guys are looking to get in, and
we get some meows in the chat. Meows in the chat.
That's pretty good, Tom.
That was really good, actually. I was really Tom's the cat tonight. Yeah, we forgot about that.
Tom the cat.
That's perfect right there. Speaking of leaderboards, that's a great transition over there.
Okay.
Blur 2.0.
Right back into it. Yeah.
Season 1. Oh, I mean, jpg.store over here. Season 1, double XP, starting July 10th.
All buzzwords for Tommy.
I love it right now. DJ
double XP. I mean, that just like the
DJ enemy is hooked. They tell me double XP, token grab, whatever the
He
hell
already
you can
bought
get
his
it.
pack amount.
I
Yeah.
don't even know what's happening right now. Yeah, I bought my Snek energy drink. I'm ready to go. Well, we're gonna
Yeah,
get into that a little bit
exactly.
later. Yeah, I'm ready to be game. I'm ready to game up. Remember Game Fuel from Halo?
I do remember you used to buy that for the codes all the time.
Totally skipping subjects over there, but we'll jump back to that. Let's remember that for a little bit. Yeah, JPEG Stores season 1. This has been a long anticipated thing that everybody has kind of been waiting on. They teased it way back when, even before meme coin season. So it's finally out, or going to be out, and this is going to run for 1 month from July 10th to August 10th, and you're going to be able to earn double XP for buying and trading on all trades during season 1. So what does that mean? And then it says all your previous volumes since the inception of JPEG Store will be converted to XP at normal rates and also claimable for JPEG at the end of the season. So if you anything that you've ever spent on there is going to also be calculated at the end of this, but not in double XP.
So you can only claim at the end of each season, because I'm liking it. I kind of don't like it, obviously, selfishly, but I like it so the fact that people just can't withdraw it all the time and just kind of gamify the system.
Well,
It
that's
allows them to be
part.
prepared, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, they got to have some control. I mean, like if
Yeah.
you think about it, when
I like that.
So the interesting part with this, right, is when we say Blur. If nobody's familiar with Blur.io, they flipped the trading world over on the east side on its head earlier in the year when they did their liquidity dump. So pretty much anybody, they announced they had a season kind of similar thing where if anybody, depending on the trading and volume and trading and buying volume you had, they airdropped you the Blur token. And in that Blur token was obviously liquidity behind it. So some people, obviously, they traded quite a bit. They made a bunch of money, and we know I knew quite a bit of people that made a few $1,000 off that. So when they announced their season 2, that's currently going on right now, it really incentivized we call it like wash trading, essentially, just to be able to farm the XP. So you had a bigger allocation of that at the end of the season. And I think people are thinking the same thing with this. They're going that route of like, all right, well, you guys are just, everybody's just going to dump this token for liquidity. And the more that I'm thinking about this, I know JPEG obviously knows this too, because there was a big issue with Blur for like United States and certain geo-locked area. They geo-locked people out of the claim if you're in the US because of just like the legality, right? The regulation and stuff like that. So people were finding like VPNs and stuff like that to be able to get around that. But I think in this sense, I don't know that that's going to be the case because they haven't mentioned anything with that yet. So that leads me to believe that this is not going to be we inject liquidity into this token based upon your claim, and you guys can just either dump it on us kind of thing. I think
we're
they're
a
going
ghost chain, baby. We're a ghost chain.
Ghost chain. Nobody's using this. Oh, apparently,
no one's talking about us.
Well, what's the intro? Apparently, people within our community are talking about us. That's a fact. Because we've seen a lot of different takes on this, and a lot of it is akin it to like this is Blur. This is not good for the overall ecosystem. I know Fettuccine is very outspoken on this as well, and there's some others inside the space, especially the ones that are doing their own marketplaces of that. This is going to be hurting the ecosystem because all it is incentivizing people to kind of just, like you said, essentially it's going to crash. They think that a lot of people are speculating that it's going to crash the floor. It's driving hype obviously back over to JPEG away from these other marketplaces over there. And I know, some people are upset about that. And to me, the way I look at that is just like, hey, you've got a market share. Obviously JPEG's got the majority market share right now. And these other ones that are out there really need to do something innovative or find a reason for people to want to go over there. And I understand the argument to them also is that they don't have enough liquidity or funds raised to be able to implement new features like that yet. So there's kind of like a catch-22 for them. But we saw what Blur did to OpenSea because it challenged OpenSea and it made it, them even kind of really change their policies. I remember they made like a quick on the fly change OpenSea when Blur did it this whole this season drop because a lot of people stopped using OpenSea and it made them have to drop like a similar, kind of style to them to kind of combat it with where the no royalty fees. There's a bunch of different things that like it made it actually, change from what it was originally doing. It was not, they couldn't just kind of coast and be the status quo anymore. It really forced them to have to innovate and kind of like dig into the community and not just kind of coast anymore.
So that's such a weird argument to me. The whole like, oh yeah, we we do this, not enough people use it yet. We need the funds. I mean, that makes sense. It's pretty obvious, but just like you can't complain about that. It's a skill issue. I don't know. It's like I want to start a new Google, but I don't have the funds to get everything going that they have. So can someone give me all the money, please, so I can do this? It's like, well, no, that's a thing already, and they're doing it right now. Oh, you can? Okay. So why would I'm gonna stick over here then. Let me know when you got that, maybe. I don't know.
Decentralization, Tom. People want options, right?
Okay, then those other options, this isn't like everyone gets a fair shot. You got to come up with that on your own then.
Yeah.
It's got to be made on your part. There's got to, like you said, a reason, an incentive, a reason to come over. You can't just sit around and be like, not enough people use it, so we don't have enough money. It's like, well, give people reason. Don't,
Yep.
and if you think it's enough reason they don't come over, then apparently maybe it wasn't. So,
right.
Or maybe you valued something that people that as a market as a whole did not value as much and just wasn't a big mover. It just happens.
I even think too, like going back to what Tommy said about the the wash, like possible wash trading, people just kind of gamifying the JPG token for the season. I mean, you're gonna have a lot of bad actors in anything that you do, and not even just marketplaces or in crypto. And people are gonna find a exploit, and they're gonna use it, or a hack, or whatever you want to call it, just to kind of gain more momentum or token. I mean, it's gonna happen. I mean, anyone can do it, so just go ahead and do it if they're gonna do it.
Well, I think with the DeFi drops.
Well, I think this is gonna. It's going to be a little different though, in my opinion, because it's gonna. The wash trading is a thing.
Well, no, I'm saying that's what people were concerned about. I'm just saying, well, then just do it yourself. Then, if you worry about people doing it.
Well, what's going to happen with the wash trading? I know they did announce back that the collections that showcased a lot of wash trading, because like some of the actual collections are getting a portion of this airdrops to them too, based on some of their like royalties or secondary volume or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. So they did say that collections that are showcased, signs of wash trading to, boost their volume will not be considered. And I don't know, they haven't really specified that. I know a lot of people are skeptical on how they're actually judging that or not, but
that'd be the thing that'd be more concerning to me, where it's just like, oh, now you guys get to like, oh, this looks fishy, this is sus, so we're not going to give them any of their allocated token. And they're just like, wait, what the fuck? We didn't do anything over here. Like, I'm sorry, we were popular early on, or at some point that made it look suspicious, but like, unless there's like definitive clear-cut evidence for as a community, everyone's like, yeah, no, that's obvious there. Okay. But is there that many cases of that? Like how
or just using him as an example, like FAHA, for example, he has a shit ton of NFTs, a lot of ADA. He can just go from wallet to wallet and no one know the difference of it, because he's using multiple projects within his wallets to kind of just quote unquote wash trade for token. Buy sell within himself.
Like I said, the time and the effort, is that really even worth it? Will
it make it exactly? But some people are gonna just try to exploit that and try to do it though.
Well, the interesting part that is different from the Blur side to make out too is when Blur had this, there was 0% royalties that could be in for. Like they could choose to do 0% royalties on them. So a lot of people, as far as the traders go, they didn't want royalties on there because that just took away money every time they did these wash trades or trades back and forth. So here in Cardano, that's not the case, right? There are royalties enforced on all these different collections on JPEG. So you are going to be hitting not only the user fee on JPEG, but you're also going to be getting hit with the royalty fee. Right. So you're going to be, doing this over time for a long time. You're really going to be, risking taking a loss on all those different fees in order to potentially gain more of this JPEG token to offset it. And is that really going to be worth it? So that is a difference. The other part of this too is what was interesting is because everybody's asking like, well, okay, are they going to put liquidity behind this? Do we really know? And then they kind of detail what is the JPEG token. And they say it's an upcoming utility token for the JPEG store created by the JPEG Foundation. Holders of JPEG will get access to special rewards and benefits. And they listed trading discounts. So you can get your fees as low as 0% by holding JPEG. The more you hold, the greater your discount fees will be. Priority minting over here. So projects minting through them will have a whitelist phase specifically for JPEG holders. Hold more JPEG for a higher chance to qualify for whitelist spots. And then the last one is exclusive benefits. Additional benefits will be to reward loyal JPEG holders and are planned and will be announced in the future season. Stay tuned to learn more. So when I read this tells me more that maybe they're not injecting a bunch of liquidity for you to pull out of this. Maybe they're really incentivizing people to use their platform. Yeah. A little more.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that. So, I think the trade discount's even huge even for me, because obviously you save fees on that shit just by holding their token.
Well, this will be interesting when it goes into future seasons too, because the more JPEG you hold, if you are doing, or you're a person that's participating in those kind of events, like going back and forth with different kind of trading wallets, well, the zero fees on there, that maybe could benefit you. So maybe there's an incentive there. And obviously, if there's a token that's
Oh, I didn't
minted
think
out
of
there,
that. Yeah, I didn't think
if
of
there's
that.
a token that's minted out there, then a lot like mutants, right? They never provided liquidity. Rune never provided liquidity. Yet there is a market there on the secondary that's created by people. So that could happen
Never
here.
really used, yeah.
Right. And so yeah, if people decide they want to trade this on the secondary, right? Just the same thing as like a meme coin or something like that, they can do that. So there potentially could be a run here on this for people to do that. But I just don't. To me, the way I'm reading this right now, I don't think it's what everybody thinks it's going to be. Of like, hey, they're just gonna, all this exit liquidity is going to happen. You're going to get your big payday because you use them. I don't think it's going to go down like this based upon the way that this is worded. At least that's the way I'm reading it right now.
So I kind of missed that part then. So they're not providing liquidity for this.
That where I doesn't know nowhere does it say that they are.
Got it.
So,
Okay.
but nowhere does it say that they aren't. So I think that's probably one key piece of information they're going to hold on to until the actual launch.
Right.
Because a lot of people, because most people are probably thinking, all right, well, I'm gonna, up until that point, your whole transaction history, everything, you're gonna get that airdrop too, or that claimable airdrop at the end of the season. So it's some people, especially with big wallets, right? If they're like, hey, that's based on that, they are providing liquidity. I'm gonna make sure I'm going back and forth like crazy right now until that actually happens, that little cutoff. So I think they're holding on to some information, and then I'm sure other marketplaces who have had similar ideas or are doing something else on the Cardano side too. They're all in kind of competition with each other, and they're all kind of watching what each other are doing. JPEG alone, as well. I know that was one thing FET referenced early on with the Plutus. They had like an XP system that they ended up scrapping, but JPEG ended up using an XP system. So I don't know if they're all kind of like watching each other of like what's the best one to do.
Yeah, I mean, they're all trying to figure it out as they go, for sure. They're all
Yeah.
going to develop and see, especially how we respond. Because, I think as a community, we get loud about some things that even we may not be that passionate about. It's just something that's like, oh, this is what everyone's talking about right now. Holy shit, I got to throw in my information. And then it comes out and everyone just still uses it or whatever the case may be. Meme coins suck. And then everyone just buys meme coins when they come out.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I'm sure it's not that
Guilty as
easy to
charged.
gauge. If I give it to them, it's probably not easy to gauge what the real response is to like features and new things like that. Because it doesn't always match, I think, the sentiment leading up to it.
Yeah, I think it's just it's anything that makes you money at this point, right? People are a fan of, and anything that it doesn't, they got everybody's got something to say over on Twitter. I found an interesting post over from Frank with DGods, because people are saying that same narrative, because Blur also announced a announcement. I guess they're extending the season 2. They still have other stuff on like that they're launching in between before the end of this season 2 is going on, which has been going on quite a while. And one of the founders, I guess, or one of the people from Blur, he goes, I don't usually comment on this, because the guy was saying that the Blur is killing the NFT narrative, or this narrative that Blur is killing NFTs. This guy was pretty much commenting on it there from there, saying that some prices have gone up, some have gone down. One of the few times the floor prices went up was when we injected liquidity via our airdrop. And one of the times the floor went down was when 40 million of liquidity was removed via the Azuki mint. Not throwing stones, the market just moves based on liquidity more than anything else. When the assets are up, people don't really talk about the root cause, i.e. Blur injecting liquidity, but when things are down, the pitchforks come out. Bad take spread like wildfire, and at this point, I just consider it the cost of doing business. And Frank from DGod said, I agree. If a free market cannot withstand independent actors creating their own incentive models on top of the market, then it's a weak market in the first place. The brutal reality is that individuals are simply voting with their dollars. The farmers are voting with their dollars that they believe the Blur airdrop will be more valuable than holding the NFTs. That's their right to make that decision and allocate their capital how they see fit. You can disagree with their assessment by being angry on Twitter, or you could vote with your dollars by buying and holding your favorite NFTs.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a good little sum up, I think, in my opinion, from both sides. I think I kind of agree with that sentiment as well. That, it's not the market's fault that Blur is doing this and that all the NFTs are seeing a hit. It's that maybe the NFTs maybe weren't really what you thought they were, or people didn't really care about them as much as you thought. And it is tied
all the
around
time
money.
where projects are doing like really well, and then all of a sudden they just go
They have an
to nothing.
announcement, and then or they have an announcement. They go right back up for a few days, and they go right back down, and it gets quiet again.
I mean, the Azuki thing is a perfect example of that, where they were sitting at, like I said, a 15 ETH floor. They launched that Elementals collection that looked very similar to the original. They diluted the supply, and it shot. They lost 50% of their floor value. And then that community was always pretty strong when it came to like, hey, we're doing great, because they were always up. And then something bad like that happened, price went down, and all of a sudden, like you said, the pitchforks came out. Why'd you guys do this? They're the bad guys now.
Yep.
The same. I mean, we saw it chilled Kongs. We saw it. Look at the, when you look back a year and a half ago to the floor, those two bills for old money and where they're at now, the floor, I mean, not even just taking into account the overall market being down, they've dropped significantly. We see projects that are like, this one is doing great. It's worth 800. It's worth 1,000. I mean, look at Ghost Chain was another one that, we still hold. We were happy. And like, this is fantastic. They got solid floor and everything. And then just over time, people slowly lose interest, slowly stop buying. It doesn't get as much demand. And of course, the marketplace does response when people want to start selling. So they got to start lowering those prices.
Yeah, it's just like I said, supply and demand, man. Like some things are in, and when it is up, that's why it's always important to take profits. It's nothing's ever promised, even your favorite projects. At some point, and we are in a bear market too right now, but that's not to say that these projects will survive through that and then be worth something when it does come back around. Even like nobody's safe. Like literally nobody is safe from that. It doesn't matter how good the project is. Because you can see, like I said, one of the top projects on ETH fallen victim to that same thing. So
we were just talking about that before the recording. That me personally, I just been kind of in a sense cleaning house in my wallet, just kind of trying to get some more ADA, because I don't see some of these projects coming back from their floor right now. And if they are, good for them. But I've held on long enough for some of these that I just didn't really see a return yet, or take a profit when I could have or should have, in a sense. Because again, it goes back to the sentiment of everyone gets into NFTs or into crypto because you want to make money. If you say otherwise, you're lying to yourself.
Yeah, it's the degens do. At the end of the day, it's all about, a lot of it is through the money. I think there are obviously collectors out there, the artwork, there's many different reasons why people do this, but you'd be lying to yourself if money wasn't the main motivator.
Well, it's something that I thought was kind of, you see, like, especially for Discord now, like it's grown so much to where you have like fan discords, TV shows, movies, usually more TV shows like anime, stuff like that, where there'll be a Discord dedicated to it, and people are in there like active, like thousands of people talking about it, and they are just pure fans. Like they are just in it for the love of that media, for that content, sharing their fan art, talking about bullshit and theories, whatever it is. I don't know. That I don't see ever happening to yet, at least not, I guess not forever, but yet to like an NFT project, where if that project was worth nothing at all and had nothing really going on, people are just such a fan of the art and the lore that they're hanging out.
You don't say that, Tom.
Yeah,
it's just say that.
That has not happened, and it's just a different level of like interest. It's the point we brought up before. It's not like it's super complex, where it's just, everyone's really happy. This Discord's popping off right now, because it's about to mint and everyone's hyped for it, or like they just minted and they're 10x and everyone's extremely happy with their results and thinks they're geniuses and make the best decisions ever. But when you're in those projects that not even rug pull, they just don't do anything, just like right away it's like, oh shit, it's half the mint price and they only minted 1,000 and it doesn't look like they're going to sell out. That Discord just completely dies.
It's just like even those meme tokens that were out like a few weeks ago. Like what happened to the farmer token, spicy token? All those Discords were popping prior to the mint, popping, and then now they're what? Nothing's going on in there. Quiet.
They try to keep the hype alive, and that's the tough.
Sometimes a few people hang out, stay around.
Of course,
I'm not saying but no, some of them die completely. Some of it's just like crickets. Like, oh wow, last message was sent 9 days ago. And then before that, it was 7 days ago. It's the same person.
Yo, don't tell that over to Snek, because that is the meme coin that keeps on giving over here.
Keeps on memeing.
The hype train never stops. That is one thing that they've nailed. And because they've got a community that they're still up like crazy right now. So obviously they're building, and not only are they building, they keep it fun, and they do things that are off the wall. Like this one of the right here, the Snek energy right now. I never in my life would have expected this, and let alone wanting to buy something like this. Yeah, here we are. On July 4th, they announced a 12-pack of Snek energy for US customers only, or a 12 charity pack where pretty much you get no cans of energy
I thought you
drink.
said cherry at first, but you said charity. I was like, is it a cherry flavor?
Charity. But yeah, you get no cans, but this is pretty much for anybody outside the US where it donates something over to charity, but you do get the perks of that of purchasing. Because the interesting part about this is that it's running for 72 hours. So by the time it'll pretty much be ending when you're listening over to this podcast. But if you go over to their website over here, you can actually pick up a standard pack for $60, $5 a can over here. So a little pricey. I guess it's not too pricey. Like when you think of like an individual energy drink, you go to like the store at. I mean, it's
like $3.
close.
Yeah, $4. Yeah, you're right.
So it's not too far off. But the interesting part about this is that they
wait, how big are they though? Like Red Bull big, or are they like as big as like a Monster? Because then that's a game changer.
I'm guessing they're like
I
more
think
like
I think they're a little higher up than that. Yeah.
They
gotta
they're
be
bigger, like
I think
monster
I think
size?
they're a little taller. I think they showed a preview of them over there.
Also,
somewhere.
are you gonna like Stone Cold Steve Austin them on stream?
Just smash them right quick, just the two of them. Absolutely. I want to say they're probably, I don't know, maybe they're 12 slow ounces. I have no clue.
They gotta be excited for the team. Like it's gotta be pretty cool to be involved with, like picking the flavor, like testing it out and everything like that. And then I'll imagine how many of those they probably drank working on this. Just like I gotta time them around. I gotta stay awake.
No more Snek.
Dude, the interesting part about this, though, too, that they pretty much said it was that buyers of our first Snek energy sale will God, I cannot read, will receive Snek airdrops from all future sales. The the retail store, bar, and distributor are getting airdrops over here. So if you are an early investor in this right now, if you caught these guys early, think about 2 years from now, Snek's still around. And they're selling energy drinks.
Market on,
can you imagine
drink on the market?
Can you imagine they if you bought it early, you're getting percentages or airdrops from the sale, all future sales of this drink.
And you had like 100 million.
Yeah,
imagine it'll be worth then.
Who knows? Like I said, the early people over there, who knows where it's going to go? But basically, it's a point-based system over here. It's points. I like that little S. I love how they continue that. That's amazing memeing. But it's a point-based system where the more cases you get, the bigger your share of the airdrop. How many cases
did you buy?
I only bought one right now. But now you've seriously got me considering. But I just wanted to do it just to have one, you know? But now that they've got a little bit of incentive, the DGens over here, you can pretty much spend $600, which that's a little excessive over there. But you get like it scales and points. But what's the return on investment for this too? Like we were talking about before that, right? So if you spend $60, 60 USD right now, what is that? We were talking back over on MinSwap for Snek here. I think we said it was what, roughly 210 ADA, DJ?
Yes, roughly.
Yeah, so
that was.
Yeah, so as of this recording right now, yeah, it's roughly about 151,000 Snek that you would need to receive back in airdrops in order to cover your cost. Which, when you look at 151,000 at the current price, right?
Yeah.
Right now, so and that's worth 210 ADA at the current moment. So looking back on this, and we'll cut maybe a few months from now or whenever this actually all drops and some of the airdrops start going out, we'll wonder if this was a good investment or not for people. Because I absolutely love this little graphic over here. It's so ridiculous. It's just fun, honestly. I think they're doing a good job at keeping things light, and they've grown far beyond, I think, any expectations that most of us actually had. I think it's funny that it's over here on the Cardano chain. And then, like I said, I've never seen at least maybe personally, I haven't been following every meme coin, but I've never seen a meme coin go on where they've just hey, we're creating memes. We've got all these different ideas, and they're just going balls to the wall the entire time, man. It's funny to me. I don't know.
It's definitely impressive that they're becoming, they are a serious project and token at this point. There's eyes from multiple chains on it. They have an energy drink coming out, and they have still continued plans that they're talking about what they have for the future for Snek. So kudos to them for kind of sticking with it and just kind of making something out of it.
Taking the money and developing more. Yeah. They see
absolutely.
More potential. They could see, hey, this worked. We're popular. Why not let this ride?
Dude, they've got all kinds of different swaps now. They've got different third-party exchanges right here. You can swap ETH for Snek. I think they can swap Pepe for Snek. This is still one of my favorite memes they ever did, was the little Gary Gensler one over here eating a little green candle, just being pulled up to the little Snek. I think it's hilarious. Whoever does this, they've created some really fun content for this stuff. And then they've got all these burn mechanisms too. So the supply will go down over time. So I don't know where this goes. Obviously, we saw Dogecoin do its run. I'm not saying this is the next Dogecoin at all. If it gets anywhere even close to that, then you know, congrats to everybody who got in early over here. This to me does look like a 12 ounce kind of. Maybe
I just want to know.
16 ounce.
They did this so fast though. The creation of this energy drink.
That's what I mean.
Right.
It seems like they had that already in their back pocket, or like one of them just like knew like some guys like, yeah, I know some guy had a failed energy drink. We can just put our label on it. Like they got this thing going so quickly.
It's actually impressive, like the speed at which stuff. It's only been 2 months since they've been out, and
Commercial's really good.
yeah. So I mean,
Tommy
when you
goes,
start,
they use an actual snake for it.
that's a bro. The Snek is actually a snake. That's what I was saying. This is God, just to think this.
What are the
came
odds
from
on Tommy having bought another 9 cases by tomorrow morning?
He'll buy another one. He's gonna probably buy a charity one because it's only $45 and he wants the 3 points. He's not gonna just sit with just 1 point.
No, I want. If I'm gonna buy them, I'm getting the cans, dude. Because part of me wants to hold a case for historical purposes unopened, and the other part of me wants to like actually just try this stuff live on stream. So I need more than one. I feel like if I've learned anything from Pokemon cards, you always hold an unopened one.
True.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Shout out to Snek over there.
Try to Snek.
I'm a sneak. Talking about a sneak over here. Tom, let's see that shirt that you're rocking right now.
My favorite one.
Look at that, dude.
Centered up here.
Look at that. What does that say right there?
Where we're going, we don't need gas.
Ah,
Cardano,
I love that.
baby.
Those Cardano wheels too.
Yeah, they are for sure.
With the little F35 logo. So
this
where
is the
are we?
gold version though. This is the
That's the exclusive
creators model, yeah.
Yeah.
Creators model.
Yeah, no, it won't be blue.
Look at us over here, finally getting some merch in the chamber. It's been a while since we've talked about shirts or anything like that.
We have some shirts still available from the old batch. Too.
We do. We may run
if you
those.
want
Those
an
may
OG
be
run also.
those may
In the
be
Discord or just buy them by ADA or whatever. I don't forget the full arrangement we had.
well, depending, that may be up on Friday or not. I don't know if we're actually gonna follow through on this, but if we do, there will be a whole new channel opened up to you today over in the Discord with this going live. But we do have a shop that is up and running here. It's Web 2 based, I guess. Not we're not on the Web 3 tip yet. But if you guys are looking to support the channel or look at purchase any kind of merch over here, that helps us out. We do have a new Etsy shop that's up and running, and we're working on more options out here. This is kind of the first iteration of this. But the link will be down in the description if you guys are looking for it, as well as the Discord. We've got a couple little models out here, just some tests. Let's see what if it piques anybody's interest. But Tom, yeah, this one right here for sure. I think this one's the model that I want. My number one. I just love that saying right there. Such a good saying. Where we are going, we don't need gas. Such a shot at ETH too. I love it. It's such a fun. I don't know. It came out really
too.
well.
I mean, like I got the long sleeve version, so if you guys want a long sleeve, let me know. But I don't know. We'll see first. Maybe people prefer that. We could always talk about that too. It'd be pretty simple.
Yeah.
Just figure short sleeve, especially considering it's summer and it was
I'm probably got a short
105
sleeve
degrees
option
outside today.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
hey, but you got people around the world that may be in winter right now that may want it. Exactly. And that's the best part about doing it through this is that we can do international. This was one of the cheaper ways we found to do it international. So you guys down in Australia over there aren't paying the whole price of a shirt just to go ahead and get the shipping. I think that's how it works with them. So if there's any other additionals, we'll clear that up during that time. But if you guys
will be just Etsy figures it out. You put your address in.
Yeah. We'll figure it. But anyway, these are running for $35 each right now if you guys are looking for it. Again, link will be down in the description, as well as the Discord. We'll throw a channel together for these. So we got a few different models over there. We got the old F35 logo on the front and back, 2 different versions of that, depending on what you like. And then you guys are really tuning into our mallet order days from back in the day. We got a fun little gamified one as well. So
we need the FAHA one. That one's going to come this weekend too.
Yeah, FAHA. We'll get some different designs
for sure.
Yeah, so this is our little way. Again, we're taking some baby steps with this stuff, but we'll get it out there. And then we're working on other ways too through the YouTube channel. So this is our first iteration of that. If you guys are looking to get into it,
wants it, you know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah, it's a bear market right now, so we've been hesitant to drop this kind of stuff. But I do think this alone. I'm down for this kind of a shirt right here.
Well, I
think
wanted to make
that'll
like
be
a
fun.
Snek one, but then I don't know, like, that's when it starts getting a little shady on like the rules. Like I can't just like rip their stuff off and be like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna use this to make money now. Or
Especially
trying to
now
sell
that
shirts with your logo. I just want to make one though because I thought it'd be fun. I wanted a Snek shirt for myself. That was like my only thought originally. And then I called myself like, I probably can't. Like actually, I can make one for myself, I guess, if I wanted to, but I can't like sell them with their stuff on it. So that's where I got to figure it out. Because I had like all these like fun ideas for shirts, but if we're gonna have it in our shop, we got to kind of figure it, make sure it makes sense.
Yeah, it's the crypto Web3 world, dude. You never know.
Yeah,
Wild, wild west.
I'm not trying to get a letter from a lawyer.
Yeah.
Like Rocky Balboa says, "Sue me for what?"
For what? But yeah, shout out to the merch finally being launched over here.
You're gonna say shout out to the F35ers for their
We
merch.
go full merch too. I just feel like some places get like overboard and like make stuff like mouse pads, headband, like sweatbands. And it's like no one wants a mouse pad.
Headphone.
Like, everyone has a
headphones?
mouse pad already. Yeah, yeah.
Headphones.
Let's stickers. The stickers would be good. We could put stickers in our store.
Oh yeah, we need stickers
if
on
people
there
want
too.
to put stickers.
I got a
yeah,
bunch of stickers still left over. What we could do.
Go. You're already ready to set up, ready to go.
Look at that. Pop-up shops, baby. There it is. Oh, there it is. TJ's got sticker previews. I think we gave those away for free on at CNFT. Come meet us at CNFT Con. You can get those for free.
Every booth, just stuck them on the side.
Yep.
Oh, we should have done that.
People have been pissed. They're like, no one who did it. Obviously.
Hey, come talk to us. Hey, by the way, you want to jump on the podcast?
Look at this very, very first sticker. I don't even think you guys saw this one yet.
Oh, that's an OG one.
Throwback sticker.
I didn't know you had that. Yeah, I didn't know you had that one.
My brother made that one. I didn't put on anything.
Don't remember that one.
No. Well, yeah, dude. Shout out.
I might have an RG shirt too. I don't know if people are interested. The red and the blue. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, if anything, that could be another one. We could drop the OGs. That could be another little easy design. But yeah, we'll see what kind of demand. But yeah, if you guys are interested in any of that stuff, like I said, if you got any, we'll probably put. We need to upgrade the Discord. That's another whole thing. For like a ticket system.
We need to take our Sunday serious because I always come in there half asleep, tired. Tommy's like, I do this. I'm not.
I wasn't even in Orlando.
The bear market. It's a wild time right now, man. But we'll get to it. We promise.
Will we?
Or won't we?
Won't we? Ooh, I don't know. But guys, I think that'll wrap us up over here on the back end this week.
All right.
I just want to make sure that everybody.
Shout out to Timmy over here for some meows in the chat.
Cut it.
Meows in the chat. No, guys, can you hear me anymore?
Ended.